All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you right there and just like me here. Lindsey Buckingham returns to the concert stage, or at least the television show stage. Want to thank one of our patrons here, Sherry, who sent me an article, and she said, "Hey, I know you don't like American Idol, but," and I don't. I'm not a fan of the format. I know there are a lot of people my age and older who do enjoy American Idol. I tend to think people in their 60s and 70s are more Idol watchers than people my age and younger. Doesn't matter. I understand that people have a fascination with the show and seeing who's going to be voted off the island. Here's the deal for Lindsey Buckingham. Really good, high profile event. He gets to prove to the world that he's back on track, that the surgery was successful, that his vocal cords are intact and not injured. There was a lot of speculation about that for several months, but it appears that Lindsey has gotten through it. I don't think he would go on a show like this. I don't think his agent would book him if he weren't able to pull this off. What it also signals to the rest of Fleetwood Mac is that he's ready to go. I know he and Mick Fleetwood have buried the hatchet, apparently, and Mick Fleetwood said something to the effect like, "Yes, I'm definitely going to be working with Lindsey Buckingham in the future." So to me, with the time kind of running off the clock for everybody, let's just be honest. Christine McVie basically said that she's getting a little too old to tour and then kind of took it back. She said John McVie doesn't want to get off his boat. He wants to stay out on the boat and enjoy his retirement, and he doesn't want to go out on the road and live out of a suitcase and so forth. I don't really blame him. Everybody's getting older. And then there's the ginormous question mark of Stevie Nicks. Would Stevie Nicks take the stage again with Lindsey Buckingham? I don't know. Does it come down to money? Does it come down to the fact that time does heal wounds? I don't know. It was so bad the way Lindsey Buckingham was treated during that entire period. But I called this. I called it. I said, first of all, they'll settle out of court, which they did. And then I said, this sets up the perfect reunion scenario where, you know, the prodigal son, which he really isn't the prodigal, they're the prodigal band. Anyway, the reunion between the exiled singer and the legendary rock band, and Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham take the stage again together. Imagine that moment. You know, they can mumble lyrics and sing off key or forget lyrics, and people would just be like, "Oh, look at them. They're on stage together." And in today's world where it's like TikTok and Twitter and social media stuff, which if it's just a picture of those two on stage, that'll be enough to get everybody to want to go and see them perform live. Of course, Stevie Nicks last year scared a lot of people, used a lot of fear on people as far as what the future of music would be like. But I think we're starting to get to the point where we can sincerely talk about live music again. And I think Fleetwood Mac will probably be out there again. That would be my prediction. I don't know what form that band will take. I'm hoping that Neil Finn and Mike Campbell aren't in the band. That's what I'm hoping for. Who knows? If Lindsey were to be in Fleetwood Mac, I'm sure Neil Finn would not be in the band. I think at one point, Lindsey Buckingham said that they were just a cover band. And I think he was correct at that point. We've got these people who weren't in the band singing songs, and you've got people who didn't sing other people's songs, and they're singing those songs. And to me, it was just, you know, hodgepodge. And anyway, it's good that Lindsey is going to do American Idol. No question about it. Not my favorite show. I know we've got a local artist who is up there. Her name is Casey Bishop. She is from Southwest Florida, near where I live, and she's trying to be the next Alanis Morissette. And I'm not a fan of Alanis Morissette. Casey Bishop, she's got a nice voice. I've heard her sing. Again, I can go down the road to a blues bar near where I live, and if a female artist shows up there, they're going to knock my socks off, and I'm going to hear it right there in person. And I'm not going to name names, but there are several down in this area and all over the country for that matter, who are paying their dues sort of anonymously in obscurity. And it's just sad that, you know, you have the right look and you're part of this sort of television moment and you become successful. Hasn't worked for every American Idol winner. What's Taylor Hicks doing these days? Is it Taylor Hicks, I think? What's he doing these days? Not much, probably, but and there are others. Bo Bice, what's he up to these days? What's Daughtry up to these days? I mean, again, the music industry has changed a lot, but it's interesting that there was really no longevity from that. There are a few exceptions. There are going to be certain exceptions. There are other people that I've forgotten about who were on that show who went on, and I know, was it Carrie Underwood? There are a couple of other big names that were on that show and became super famous and remain super famous today. But anyway, Lindsey Buckingham is back, and check it out this Sunday. And thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.